Folklores are the traditional stories and beliefs that are passed down in a society from generation to generation, mostly through word of mouth. Jamaican folklores involves many spirits or mythical creatures that haunt people for various reasons. Jamaica has a rich culture with folk tales you might or might not know about. Very prominent features include the rolling calf, a menacing bull who haunts the countryside at nights. The rolling calf is a creature that you do not want to meet at night. The rolling calves are huge bull-like creatures with blazing red eyes and a body that is wrapped in chains. The chains drag along and make a crackling sound as it chases its prey. Rolling calves are always male, and it is believed that they are the spirits of people, usually butchers, who were wicked and dishonest during their lifetimes. They live in caves or in the root of cotton or bamboo trees and caves during the day. However, they roam the roads during the night and they will block the road on travelers and chase them down. It is believed that if you want to outwit or escape a rolling calf, you can do it via a number of ways. You can drop a number of objects on the ground. It is believed that he will be compelled to stop and count whatever you drop on the ground. It is believed that you can also hold a whip or a stick or a switch in the left hand and threaten to beat him. This will also compel the animal to stop and return to wherever it came from. Next we have Old Hag, the story of an old witch that feeds on the blood of children. Old Hag is also called Sukriant or Lugaroo in other Caribbean countries. It is believed that she is a shapeshifter as she appears as an old woman by day and removes her wrinkled skin at night and put it in a mortar. In her true form as a fireball, she flies across the dark skies in search of victims. The Sokriant or Old Hag can enter the home of her victims through any size hole, like cracks, crevices, and keyholes. She sucks people's blood from their arms, legs, and soft parts while they sleep, leaving blue-black marks on the body. In the morning, if the Sokriant draws too much blood, it is believed that the victim will either die and become a Sokriant or perish entirely, leaving her killers to assume her skin. The Sokriant practices black magic. Sokriants trade their victims' blood for evil powers. She also enjoys the blood of newborn as it preserves her life. It is believed that in order to catch or expose a Sokriant or Old Hag, one should heap rice around the house or the village crossroads, as the creature will be obligated and compelled to gather every grain by grain. Because the task is very tedious and unnerving, she will be unable to do so by the dawn and will be caught in the act and will be put to death. It is also believed that if you put coarse salt into her skin, she will be unable to put it on back in the morning and will also die. Next we have the Doppies. Doppies are restless spirits that were once alive like you and I. Doppies are generally regarded as malevolent creatures and spirits. They are said to mostly come out and haunt people at night, and people from around the island claim to have seen them. Doppies take various shapes and forms and have different ages. Based on the age of a Doppie or the race of a Doppie, it can be very dangerous. For example, the Coolie Doppie, which is the Chinese Doppie, or the Baby Doppie, which is the ghost of a child, is considered the most dangerous. Doppies are also believed to be good and bad, as Doppies can be your family member from the spirit realm coming to visit you, or simply someone set on you by a obeah man or an evildoer in order to get rid of you or kill you, or provide you or cause you trouble. Up next we have the River Muma, which is a female spirit similar to a mermaid lurking at the source of Jamaican rivers. It is said that the River Muma lives in deep rivers, way down in those places where the water is tranquil, still and achingly blue, in spots beneath the shades of a cotton tree rimmed with plums and palms. It is said that she comes out of the water every day at 12 noon to sit on a rock and comb her long black hair. It is said that you should never make eye contact with a river mama, or this will cause you great bad luck. It is said that if you try and catch a river mama, she will cause the stream and river to dry up and all the fishes to disappear. It is also believed that she is also one of the guardian of the golden table that rises above the water on a hot sunny day to provoke and pry greedy people to come and sneak and take it away. If they try and do so, they will not be able to let go and will be sucked under the water with the golden table. Up next we have Annie Palmer, or the White Witch of Rosal. This woman, who haunts the Rosal Great House, that can still be visited to this day, was accused of murdering her three husbands and her black slave lovers, among many other heinous crimes. According to legend, the spirit of Annie Palmer haunts the grounds of the Rosal plantation near Montego Bay. It is stated that she was born in Haiti to an English mother and an Irish father, and spent most of her life in Haiti. When her parents died of yellow fever, she was adopted by a nanny who taught her witchcraft and voodoo. She moved to Jamaica and married John Palmer, a owner of Rosal Plantation. Annie Palmer murdered John Palmer along with two subsequent husbands and numerous male plantation slaves, later being murdered herself by a slave named Taco. Even today, hundreds of years after her death, there have been sightings reported on the Rosal grounds or near the Great House or on the golf course at Rosal of Annie Palmer wearing a long white dress or standing on the balcony looking over her plantation. Up next we have Anansi, the god of mischief. Anansi, which literally translates to spider, is an Akan folktale character. He often takes the shape of a spider and is sometimes considered to be a god of all knowledge of stories. Taking the role of a trickster, he is also one of the most important characters of West African and Caribbean folklore. Originated in West Africa, these spider tales were transmitted to the Caribbean by way of the transatlantic slave trade. Anansi is most well known for his ability to outsmart and triumph over more powerful opponents through his use of cunning, creativity, and wit. Despite taking on the role of a trickster, Anansi's action and parables often carry him as a protagonist due to his ability to transform his apparent weakness into virtues. He is among several West African tricksters, including Burr Rabbit and Luke Rabbit. Spider tales are found extensively throughout West Africa, but Anansi tales originated from Ghana and are among the best known. Anansi's name came from the word in the Akan language for spider. They later spread to West Indies, Suriname, Sierra Leone, where they were introduced by Jamaican Maroons and Netherland Antilles, also Curacao, Aruba, and Brunei. While often depicted as an animal, Anansi has many representations, not only acting as a man, but appearing as one. He is oftentimes depicted as a spider with a human face or vice versa. Anansi's stories are often told to provide fun and laughter or wisdom.